Guys, by the way, sorry I've sounded so tired in my videos recently. I don't know why that is. It might just be something to do with the camera being on, you know, nerves or something. I mean, it's especially, I suppose it's especially apparent when I've actually got other people in the house because I've got no one in at the moment. I don't know, maybe it's just nerves, which is not good because I want to act in my future, you know, career and everything, so I shouldn't be nervous, especially not in front of a camera, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Meh. I just hope I don't sound as nervous in future because, oh, I mean, I can tell I don't now, do I? No? Good. Anyway, this guy is finally finished. As you can see, it's looking quite cool with this little mini diorama. I've used, yeah, actually that's the point. Thanks to Retribution Angel for giving me the idea of using green stuff to stick the oh, hang on, there's a bit of black showing there, that sucks, I'm going to have to paint over that. For giving me the idea to use, hang on, I need to switch the, there we go. Green stuff to attach the rock to the base, and also I've used it on his feet as well, although that hasn't dried yet, so I'm not going to touch it too much. But basically what this is, because I mean I'm sure I've said it before, but I'll just say it again. Just, oh yeah, I've also used hang on. Also used, basically the mud here is modelling sand with scorched brown paint mixed with water effects put over the top of it. In hindsight, I wish I'd used filler instead of sand, because now it just looks like, you know, it doesn't really look like mud. It looks like, I don't know, rabbit poo or something, but, you know, oh well, live and learn. Oh, that bit doesn't look too good. And then I got this here. I mean, the frustrating thing about this grass is it doesn't look nearly as good as what's on my game board there. Hang on, let me just see if I can show you. Okay, you can't really see. Partially because the thing isn't right, but there's hang on. Well, I can't see now. I'm too far away. But even though that doesn't look that good close up, or at least not from what I can see on the camera, it looks really good from a distance. I mean, hang on. It looks like marshy grass. It looks really effective. But I think that's because that's a much finer grade of flock than this. So this has turned out a bit, I don't know, it still looks like wet grass, doesn't it? More or less. I mean, that's all I really want, because what my drama teacher was trying to get me to do with this is to show her what water effects does to grass, mud and rock. I mean, with this rock I did a coat of Devlin mud first because I wanted it, because you know how when a rock gets wet it it usually looks a bit more muddy as well, so I decided to give it a wash of Devlin mud before putting the water effects on, because I thought that'd look really effective, and it does look, in my opinion, really realistic. Also, I mean, the model, admittedly, that was a bit of a lazy job. It's mostly just base coats. The base, you know, the gold, well, bronze, because it's more of a bronze effect, is literally shining gold mixed with scorched brown, and it does look, especially on the helmet, it looks particularly bronze, so that's quite nice to know. Quite a nice thing to have discovered. I got a little ruby on the sword there, probably the brightest part of the model other than the blue. The blade, of course, with you know, the typical dry brush bolt gun metal, but I skipped the chainmail and just went straight onto mithril silver to get it done faster. Enchanted blue, as I said in my last video on the armor, over a base coat of Mordian blue. Hang on, can you see the green stuff? No, just about. Can just about see the green stuff there, but oh well. And then on the cloak definitely looks best from a distance. Definitely. You come really close and you can see all the brush marks and everything. But, you know, I must admit, I've kind of learnt a lesson with that, because, yeah, from a distance it looks... You can't really see it on the camera, but from a distance it looks really good. But, you know, I've kind of learnt my lesson with that one, because, you know, now I've learnt that it should only really be metal cloaks with loads of grooves in them that I use that technique on, like Sicarius and like one of the Masters of the Chapter I've got somewhere in here. I noticed that his cape had a lot of grooves in it. Something like that, because on this, with hardly any grooves in it and stuff, you know, hardly any grooves, and I mean, it looks quite, I think it looks quite good beside that tassel there, because it creates the illusion of, you know, the tassel actually reflecting a casting a shadow onto the, you know, if the light's coming from if the light's coming from the left, I can't really point it out, but you know, if the light's coming from the left, then it looks like there's a shadow there. So I think that turned out quite well. But with the rest of it, it looks a bit, you know, it all looks a bit too layered. Probably because, one, like I said, this is probably not the best technique to use on this type of cloak. And also, what was I saying? Yeah, it's probably not the best technique to use on this type of cloak. And also, my paint layers were far too thick, because you can see all the really thick paint on there, so that kind of sucks. But that said, the model isn't actually... I quite like the whites that you can see just through there, though, on the cloak. That came out quite well. But even though I say that, the cloak, the model on top isn't actually the main focus of the model. The main focus is all the water effects, because that's what, you know, my teacher Miss Roberts was asking about. So, you know, I think I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. It's like a, you know, if I was to have that as an ornament from a distance, it'd look awesome. I mean, on closer inspection, not so great, but oh well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and you know how cool water effects look now. Although you probably knew that already. What else? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to these guys real soon as well. These are the assault squad that I use Space Wolf parts on. I'm gonna get to them real soon, but I think I'm probably gonna do at least the Farseer first. Yeah, so that's him done. Sorry for yet another long video. I'm just getting to 8.5 minutes now, which is ridiculous. So yeah, let me know what you think. Did I do a good job on the mud and stuff? I can see a little bit of sand there. That's not cool. Does it look like wet, you know, wet grass and mud and rock? Oh yeah, one last thing is, right, I know some of you have been, like, I remember in another video not so long ago, I mentioned snow in the description, and I think it was the Cornflake from Canada said that he didn't want to see any snow because there's too much of it there already. But I have to show you this because it's kept me out of college all week except for Monday. Oh crap, you can't see it, I left it too late. But there is snow everywhere. It's awesome. Absolutely love it. Anyway, I gotta go now because I'm almost at 10 minutes, so I think I might actually go over the mark. Anyway, 1.5 minutes. Bye!